Yo, what is up, everybody? Jumpin' here, and today I'm going to be bringing you the Alliance Infiltration unit. She is something else, guys. She's really cool and really, really good. And I like to call her Robo-Tits. Oh yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into this. Now, she is a shotgun infiltrator, guys. So that means you should definitely use a shotgun on her. So you might be wondering, what are the best shotguns? Well, the shotgun that I recommend a couple shotguns. But I would have to say the Claymore is probably your best choice for that one shot, kill everything. It's a Claymore. Come on now. But to be honest, you can really use any shotgun you want. There are some shotguns that are better than other ones, but she makes every shotgun really, really good. So if you don't really like the Claymore and the whole one-shot thing, you don't have to use it. You can use something like the Wraith, which is something I also really recommend. Even the Piranha would be really good. Now, I've seen some comments, and I want to address this right now. People are trying to ask me, is she going to be the next Geth Piranha? I would say no. Primarily because the Geth Infiltrator, the thing that made him so good with the Piranha really came down to Hunter mode. Rate of fire, accuracy bonus. So with her, no, she doesn't get that. But I'm not saying that this gun would not work on her. In fact, I think it would be really, really good. I haven't tried it, but I would imagine it would be. Main reason is because of her bonus movement speed. She's able to walk really fast. And with this gun, you have to hip fire it. If you want to get the maximum accuracy out of it, you need to hip fire with it. So because of that, yes, this would work pretty well. Because you're able to, well, sidestep the enemies really easily. And blow them away with the Piranha. So you could definitely try this out. The other gun, like I said earlier, that I really recommend is the Wraith. It is really good. If you don't have the confidence with the Claymore, this is probably your second best choice for damage. The Raider, you know, there's so many good shotguns, it's really up to you. Now, one thing I wanted to say real quick is that you could use high velocity barrel. It's totally okay. Power recharge speed does not matter. I wasn't really thinking about that, otherwise I probably would have used it for this gameplay. So, keep that in mind. Alright, let's go ahead and get into the build. For Cloak, I like damage, recharge speed, and shotgun damage. That's kind of obvious. For Snap Freeze, I like reach, cryo explosion, damage, and weakness. Now, this is really good because with this, you're able to weaken armor 50%. So, with something like this Claymore, man, you can really melt some big enemies very quickly. And of course, that debuff will help you and all your teammates. Now, I had one quick question, because I'm still to this day confused. Is Tech Combo glitched? When I use it, I feel like I can see a difference, but I always see comments and people saying, oh dude, it's glitched, don't use it. So I want to put this to rest. Is this glitched? Please tell me. I really want to know. Alright, moving on to Repair Matrix. I like survivability. This gives you damage protection and movement speed bonus. I really like duration. 22.50 seconds. Crazy. And the final one is going to be Enhanced Repair Matrix. This increases the amount of shields restored. Pretty much it's a shield regeneration. And it will also reduce your damage taken by an additional 15%. Now for Unshackled AI, I like weapons damage, headshots, weapon damage. Headshot is really good, primarily because it's, well, you're going to be using shotguns on her. Or at least you should be using shotguns on her. And with shotguns, it's really easy to get headshots, even when you're not trying to. Now for the equipment. I'm going to be using Armor Piercing 2. I wish I had a better Armor Piercing, but I just don't have any. Shotgun Rail Amp 3, Shock Trooper Upgrade 5, and Adrenaline Mod 3. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get into the gameplay. Alrighty guys, this is going to be the gameplay. It's going to be on the hazard map for Ghost, and it's going to be against Reapers. Now the thing is this. This is actually a really good map to show her off. Primarily because of the acid rain, and repair matrix. You will see in this gameplay that, well, the rain will not affect me at all. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get into this and talk a little bit about this Alliance Infiltration Unit, aka Robotits. Man, she is really, really good. Here's the thing, guys. From what I've seen, I've been actually playing with randoms since this DLC has come out. And in this gameplay, actually, this is going to be primarily with randoms. I think it was me and Obsidian. And then the other two guys were just, well, randoms. We didn't know these guys. They just came in our game. And from what I've noticed from playing with randoms, it seems like, I mean, 9 times out of 10, it's people playing with the Geth Juggernaut. Now, I'd imagine it's just because he's so freaking cool. The Geth Juggernaut is probably like the coolest new person from Reckoning. But she is by far the best one. Now that's my opinion, but I would imagine a lot of people would agree with me. She has so much going for her. I hate to say this, but there is potential of this. She may be the best infiltrator in this game. Now I know in the past I've said that about so many classes. Oh, this is so good and whatever. Yeah, you know, but here's the thing, guys. She's something so special. When the infiltrator was like thought of, when BioWare came up with this whole idea for the infiltrator, obviously they were thinking about sniper rifles. And in Mass Effect 2, you were literally limited to a sniper rifle. Well, hey, in Mass Effect 1, it was kind of the same thing. You weren't limited to one gun, but you only had combat training in, well, sniper rifles and pistols. So you were pretty much limited to those two guns. In this game, in Mass Effect 3, they kind of gave the player the freedom to put any gun they wanted to on the infiltrator. And even all the way back in the demo, which was over a year ago at this point, when I first got my Solarian infiltrator, what I did was I made him into a shotgun infiltrator. A Claymore shotgun infiltrator. And a lot of people would actually ask me, because back then, you know, I was nobody special. And I'm not really anybody special now. I'm not trying to sound like a dick, but I'm really not. I'm just a normal person, but, you know, whatever. Here's the thing, though, is that even back then, like, people would consistently ask me, what's up with the whole Claymore? Like, why aren't you using the sniper rifle? And I would say, well, because the shotgun infiltrator is amazing. Duh. That was like my first true build. That's what really started this whole thing, was me putting that Claymore on that Solarian and making it work. And then once Mass Effect 3 came out, I was like, you know what? I really want to make a video about Solarian shotgun build, you know? I really wanted to make that video. And the thing is this, is that a lot of people, you know, they thought, I'm not saying, oh, I'm the only person in the world who thought of putting a shotgun on a Solarian infiltrator. No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that a lot of people thought just like me, and at this point, we all know the history of it. Shotgun infiltrators are like the best infiltrators. It's that plain and simple, honestly. And the reason for that is because just look at it. The Geth Piranha. Oh my god. The Geth Claymore. Oh my god. Rear Carbine. Solarian Infiltrator. Oh my god. You know, like there's some pretty awesome shotgun infiltrators. So BioWare, you know, after time, they knew this. Now, I think originally they kind of designed the infiltrator to be with the sniper rifle. That's how it always was. And then the players kind of took that over and said, no, buddy, shotgun infiltrator is the way to go. So, I mean, there you go. Like, that's the thing. And that's what they designed this person to be. It's a shotgun infiltrator. And it's the first true shotgun infiltrator in the game. Besides the fact that she gets the bonus damage to shotguns, she also gets, the repair matrix. If you look at that, that is... Everything about that screams to me shotgun infiltrator. Damage protection. Well, you know, if you're going to be using a shotgun, you're probably going to be close range. What do you need? Damage protection. Definitely comes in handy. right? Another thing, bonus movement speed. You need to be able to close the gap if you're going to be using a shotgun. Get in close range, run really fast, in and out, you know what I mean? And that's exactly what they did with her. I mean, the repair matrix, besides the fact that it can get you up when you die, and in fact, I think you're actually about to get to see this thing work. Here we go. Boom. I get dropped, I get back up. But unfortunately for me, I didn't have any anymore, so I get dropped again. Honestly, guys, this is not going to be the best example of repair matrix you will see. It isn't. Now, I've used her quite a bit, and in almost every single game I've played with her, besides this one, if I go down almost every single time, I'm able to get back up because of repair matrix. Now, the reason for that is because I use it so much. I mean, I use it at least 2 or 3 times a round, and that's what I recommend to do. Why not? Especially if you're playing on a map that you can get 2 grenades out the boxes. It's really easy to run around. She runs so fast. She's probably by far the fastest running person in this game. Fastest runner. So it's so easy to run to the boxes. Just run one box, run another box, and you can consistently keep using your repair matrix. Like I said, but this gameplay in particular was not a very good example of it, because for some reason my timing with it was really shitty. I don't know, like I kept not having it on when I died. But like I said, the majority of the time of me playing with this, outside of this game right here, I would always get back up. So that's the thing. It's pretty easy to be able to have that in effect. Now, is that ridiculous? Somewhat. I mean, she's kind of flimsy, but who cares? Like, you know what I'm saying here? Like, she's flimsy, but there's no reason to even bring that up. Just because it's like, okay, she might die, but if she dies, she'll get back up instantly. So unless she gets grabbed, or stabbed, or something, she's like gonna consistently not be able to, you know what I mean? Like, you're never gonna just sit there and bleed out. Because, well, actually, I guess it's possible. You know what I mean? If you can't use this power right, and you know, here's the thing, another thing as well, a lot of people, maybe not a lot of people, but some people, they've been using her, and they've actually asked me, like, I don't understand how it works, you know, like, what's going on? I died, I don't get back up. I have to tell them, no, dude, you have to, like, make sure it's on. It has to be on for it to work. So, and you can tell when it's on because you get the whole green screen crap. So, try to remember that. You have to have it on. Very important. And it lasts for 22 seconds. See, that's the thing. 22 seconds. It's a very long time. And honestly, the way I think of it is that if BioWare was going to do anything to her, which I hope they don't, I'm not for the whole nerf all the things. I'm not all about that, especially not anymore because it's so late into the game. I really hope they don't nerf anything anymore. Because if this is the last DLC, let us have our fun, man. Come on. But anyway, the thing about it is that if they were going to touch anything, I would imagine the first thing that would get touched would be definitely the duration on repair matrix, because that 22.5 is so freaking long. It's very long. So you get the damage protection for 22 seconds, you get the movement speed for 22 seconds, you get the shields regenning for 22 seconds. That's the part I haven't really talked about much, but I mean, look at this. It's so awesome. And the final effect is that if you go down, you'll get back up instantly. It's freaking crazy. Now remember, like I was saying, this isn't a very good example of the whole get back up thing, because for some reason, every time I died, maybe it was just shitty luck or something. I don't really know, but every time I died, I didn't have it in effect anymore. And you'll see in the gameplay, I consistently use it. I try to use it almost as much as possible, or anytime I see enemies. That's basically the way I like to use it. If I feel like right now, Right now, I don't really feel like there's a reason to use it. I feel pretty safe standing next to a Geth or two Geth Juggernauts. I mean, believe me, that Geth Juggernaut, I've been seeing him so much. There's been so many games I've played where it's like, hey, two Geth Juggernauts. Awesome. I mean, that's just the way it is, man. People are running him like crazy. Anyway, guys, I will say one thing also real quick. I have not gotten the collector yet. So, I've seen some comments as well saying, oh, do the collector. I don't have him, and I haven't got him yet. So, hopefully I can get him maybe tomorrow. That's what I'm hoping. I have got some other stuff, though. I actually was able to get the Lancer. And I'm pretty confident. Now, you guys can comment, but I'm pretty confident I'm going to go ahead and release that. Maybe even later today. So, go ahead and let me know what you think about that. But the Lancer is a really good gun, too. At least I think. I didn't expect that gun to be that good, but that gun is that good. Anyway, guys. This Alliance Infiltration Unit. She's really something special, honestly. She may be the best infiltrator in this game. And I have a strong feeling that she might become the most overused infiltrator in this game. She has so much going for her. I mean, think about it. Shotgun, amazing. Repair matrix is amazing. I haven't even talked about Snap Freeze. Snap Freeze! It's amazing. If you play with anyone with Overload, grenades, that new Geth, for example, I don't know, a lot of different classes. Primarily the people with grenades and Overload, because you see that so much. I mean, think about it. How many times have you been in a lobby and people have been trying to run something with arc grenades? Snap Freeze is freaking incredible to use when someone is using arc grenades, because they will detonate a ton of cryo explosions for you. Same with Overload. If you're playing with a Turian Ghost, you see a lot of those. I would imagine that you would see a lot of Turian Ghosts in random lobbies. So Snap Freeze is great in that sense, is that when you use it, you're going to be getting a lot of cryo explosions. The main difference between her and the Paladin, I talked a little bit about that, how there's really, at this point, the Paladin will definitely become underused when you compare it to like how much people are probably going to start using this Alliance Infiltration unit. But I actually forgot about something. I wanted to bring this up. Now, I wasn't trying to say that the Paladin is like useless or is not, there's no reason to use him anymore. He still is really good, and he will always be really good. And there is a big difference between him and her. With her, because of Cloak, if you plan on doing the whole Cloak, maybe Snap Freeze for stun ability, and then shooting them in the face with a shotgun, well, you're not going to be able to get off as many Snap Freezes as you normally would be able to as a Paladin. That's like the main thing the Paladin will do, is Snap Freeze, Snap Freeze, Snap Freeze, every like 2.5 seconds. With her, it's like you can Snap Freeze maybe every 3 seconds, or every 4 or 5 seconds, whatever. It just depends. And that's just the way it is. There is a difference there. So, the Paladin still is freaking awesome. That's the truth. But she is something else. I would say the one thing about her that makes her so ridiculous is the repair matrix. It really is. Like, it does so much. It's 4 things. It does 4 things. That is an incredible buff when you think about it. 1 power, 4 buffs. Really? So, and on top of everything else, she's an infiltrator, shotgun infiltrator, all that. Freaking awesome. Like I was saying earlier, I was talking a little bit about the Piranha. I might actually talk a little bit about the other shotguns with her. The only other shotgun I actually used with her was the Wraith. And I walked away from the Wraith saying, yeah, it's really good. Because it is. I mean, the Wraith on her is really, really good. But for something like Collectors or for Reapers, the Claymore is definitely the better choice. When you fight against a lot of big armored enemies, Claymore's the best gun. But if you're going to be fighting against Geth or you're going to be fighting against Cerberus, I would say the Wraith is a little bit better, just because it's easier to hit the enemies with. It's forgiving in the sense that if you do miss, you don't have to actually reload. You know, as you can tell, if you reload cancel, you can get off a billion shots with this claymore very quickly. But you gotta remember still, it's still a claymore. You get one shot, that's it. Wraith, you get 2 shots. And the Wraith is very powerful. It's not nearly as strong as the claymore, but it's up there. It's definitely up there. So, the Piranha. The main thing I was talking about with the Piranha is the fact that the Piranha, with her, the Piranha is not going to be like, I mean, it really isn't. It is not going to be anything like it was on the Geth Infiltrator at its peak. Because honestly, the Geth Piranha is still really good. The main thing that makes the Geth Piranha not so good anymore isn't the fact that they nerfed the damage on the Piranha. Because they only nerfed the damage 10%. The thing they did that really hurt that class was the whole 6 bullets in the clip. That nerf is what really affected that class. On her, because it would shoot slower, it would be a lot easier to manage. And the main advantage for her is the fact that she runs and walks so quick. I mean, she moves so fast that you would be able to side strafe almost everything. And that is fantastic, honestly. I would say the Rigger Carbine would be good. Like I said, I am not a big fan of the Carbine Infiltrator. I know, like, Chalinkus, he used to be really into that, but I don't even know if I ever really used it, to be quite honest, just because, to me, the Carbine, like, I feel like you have to get way too close for the Carbine. As an Infiltrator, although I love the Shotgun Infiltrator idea, I still like to stay a little bit further back. You know what I mean? So things like the Wraith and Claymore, those are like, that's my shit right there. Because I don't want to have to be literally point blank. If I'm going to use a Rigger Carbine, I'm probably going to use it on a Vanguard. Because I can easily close the gap. The other thing about the Carbine is that when you use it outside of a Vanguard, you really do have to run your freaking ass off to get to where the enemies are. So, I mean, that's just something about it. Anyway, guys, this is going to be Wave 10. It's going to be a hack. And, I'm just going to be pretty much watching this door. Now, honestly, this gets pretty chaotic. And remember, I don't know how many times I've died in this game. I think I died like 4 times total. One time I got up because of Repair Matrix. The other 3 times, I did not. All 3 times I died and did not get up was because, for some reason, either I didn't have any left at the time, I had no repair matrices left, and I was trying to use one. Because that's the beautiful thing about it. If you feel like you're going to die, it's like a stim pack. With the stim pack, if you were about to die, well, use a stim pack on the Turian Ghost, and you will probably live. With her, if you're about to die, well, use a repair matrix, and you will probably live. And if you do die, you'll get back up instantly. That shield regeneration is so freaking good. I mean, it really is really good. It's surprising as hell to me, but it recharges your shields so quickly. And it recharges your shields for 22 seconds. You see what I'm saying here? It's crazy. Honestly, man, this hack is it's a fucking bitch. Reaper's Wave 10 hacks are always kind of stupid. Now, there was one thing I wanted to talk about in this gameplay. One last thing to bring up. Which is, who's going to be my next Reckoning character I'm going to play with, / make the build for, / do. I'm sure some of you guys are probably wondering this. So, at this point, I'm kind of leaning towards, well, the Cavell Vanguard. I'm really digging the Turian Vanguard, honestly. And a lot of people I know and I've talked to, including my bestest buddy, DK, well, they've told me that they just do not like her, or they can't figure her out. And I'm sure a lot of you guys out there are probably feeling the same way, like, what is up with her? Ah! Now, I will say one thing, which is, I feel that a lot of you guys out there are going to be kind of disappointed with my build. are the way I like to play with her. I really do feel like that. But I love her in this way. I really do. And I think she's really effective in my way. So that's something you guys are just going to have to watch out for. The thing about her is that she really reminds me of another one of my favorite builds of all time. Probably in like the top 2. Now, that build was in probably the most videos out of any one character. That's your only clue for any of you super ballers out there. You know, like, I am like true fan and subscriber. I've watched almost all your videos. So that's your only clue. Probably between 7 to 10 videos I've done with this one character, and it was like one of my favorite of all time. Probably number 2. So that's what you get. But anyway, guys, definitely look out for that. Probably will be out tomorrow. Probably will definitely bring that out tomorrow. But I will also bring out that Lancer gameplay. If I can get 150 likes on this video, I will definitely bring that out tonight. So watch out for that. But besides all that, guys, I really hope you have enjoyed this. Please like, favorite, subscribe, all that, and have a very nice day.